Now it don't get any better than this. I said yeah, boy, if you would shut up and finish.
All right, welcome. Well, I haven't done a whole lot lately, have I? All right. Well, I've been busy. So, I know some of you wondering how I'm doing. Trying to get us up here. I'm better. So, I'm better. That's all I can tell you right now. But I'm working at it. So, I do have a few things. I mean, I did do some painting last week. Haven't put eyes on these, but here's a glide bait rainbow. And I did do some poppers. So I need to do some poppers. So a bloody mouth popper because I put blood coming out of it. It's kind of cool. All right, so I have a customer, a guest actually, that is a fan, and he works for PPG. So he gave me something as a gift, and it is a color shifting additive. Now, this is not available to anybody except, to the public. So my baits will be the only ones in the world with this additive. It is an amazing additive right there. I know you can't see it very well, but different light makes it change different colors. So we're going to experiment with this and see what I can do with it. This is enough to do 2 cars. This is a lot. So that's a lot. A little bit of that sparkle that goes a long way. So what we're going to do, yesterday I've been testing a new lure out. Basically it's a square bill with a spinner on the back with a blade. And it worked incredibly yesterday. So I'm going to paint more, except these are going to be a rainbow trout design. And it's going to be look, with the blade on the back, these things will just, I was catching huge rainbow trouts yesterday. I know, on a square bill crank. Big baits, big fish, right? That's what happens, right? So let's put the base down. So we'll paint these just white. Basically, funny that I've had some PPG because I actually painted my car, my 69 Charger. I paint a lot like I paint a car. Lay down a tack coat, and then go through, make it more opaque. I'm not sure exactly if that's the way you do it. That's the way I do it. I love these square bills. They look so good in the water. I'm going to paint these with rainbow trout design. Pattern. That'll be so good. And I do have one order outstanding online, so to her, I will get that out to you today. She ordered one of my favorite boxes, it's top water. So, very cool. Hey, Sharon. How you doing? I'll tell you, yesterday, coincidentally, at the resort, there was this gentleman. He was going to go out. Well, he brought his Sea-Doo, his, what do you call those things? Those wet bikes or whatever. And he's going to go fishing on it. Now, the weather was worse than it was for me 2 weeks ago. It was snowing, the waves were white capping and stuff, and I warned him. I warned him. And I told him what happened to me, 2 weeks ago. But he's 72 years old, as stubborn as I am. So he goes out there. Not even 30 minutes later, we get this phone call. And his Sea-Doo stopped working. He floated to one of the residents' docks. So I pull out my binoculars to see if I can't locate him. And I locate him. So we fired up. We finally had a boat in the water. It was my day off. But we fired up the boat. And a couple of the guys and I went out and went to the dock and found him. And it's freezing, snowing outside. And got him on top. He wasn't wet, so unlike me. And we towed his Sea-Doo, or whatever it is, personal watercraft, I don't know what they call it now. And towed him over to the marina. It was freezing. Of course, it was snowing. And 2 weeks ago, we had 4 feet of snow on the ground. I was like, how the heck did I survive? It was cold. And I was in the water for 40 minutes. I'm thinking, how in the world did I survive? I warned him. I warned him. Can't believe that happened. Maybe we're just too old to be smart anymore. He's still in you. Yeah, it is. I should have died. But, there was a time when I was out there, I wanted to see if my PFD would float me. And just in case. So I let go of the kayak to see if the PFD would float me. And I had 2 jackets on, 2 shirts. I mean, I was heavily clothed for a cold day. And when I let go of my kayak, PFD wouldn't float me. And I immediately lost my breath. So I just held on to the kayak and hoped it would stay afloat. So I reached shallow water or shore. So I told the guy. I told him. My new boat comes in Monday. All around me, this whole room is full of boat parts. Basically, just stuff I'm going to put on the boat. And, hey, Lex. So I got my fish finder down here, my nav lights over there, my power center over there. So I stocked the lake yesterday with more fish, another 1,300. So I was able to test some baits and catch a lot of fish. Big old trout. All right, so we got that. Now we are going to go with this. Da, 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 da. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to send out a one of my favorite boxes, which is a topwater box. I love my topwater lures. It's my favorite way to catch a fish. So we'll get that out to her. And I think she'll really like it because there's one I'm going to send her that's just so pretty. Such a pretty lure. Actually, I was going to keep it for myself. But we're going to give it to her. We're going to see what this color shifting additive. I'm going to put it in my clear coat. I'm going to put it in my paints. So it'll be interesting to see what I can do with it. We're going to graduate the green on the back here. We're going to go with that magenta right down the center. So I'm really not concerned about the center portion of this right now. So, I'm using pearlized paint, so there is a metallic flex to this paint. But I'm really wanting to, we're going to do the clear coating and stuff out to let the eyes dry on these things. Because super glue and the clear coat don't mix well. So we're going to let it dry. So I hope you do about, 30 or 40 baits today. That's what I'm hoping to do. Yeah, my inventory's low. I haven't been painting. Oh, cool. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun unboxing because I thought you really pretty big too. So, my baits look so different in person than they do online or anything like that. So, when you get them, it's hard to get the colors to really stand out in a photo or on a video camera or whatever. So when you get them, they just look different. I don't know. I think they look pretty good. So, coming into the fishing season, the store is going to be selling a lot more of my baits. And anyway, I'm going to have a I'm going to have an inventory for reorders. Today I got a bill. Should have grabbed the stupid list when I was out there. Alright, so now we're going to take this and create a magenta stripe. right down the middle, like that. Just like that. That's beautiful. I got more colors to put on it. Sure is pretty. Rainbow trouts are so pretty. I mean, I didn't videotape yesterday of all my catches. So out of breath. So cold. Me and 3 other guys, we were just laughing because it was snowing hard on us, the wind. They're like, we are so stupid. We just put 1,300 fish in. Yeah, I can catch a few. We put them back for other people to enjoy it. It's just so pretty. Isn't it pretty? That is just so pretty. You know? Just so pretty. All right. All right. Let's just do a little touch up here. Get that magenta to stand out just a little bit more. Get some of these. Yeah, looks good. There we go. Clean it out. You don't have to clean it out too good because we're going to put black in here, so. Do a quick dry on these. Good old hair dryer. Works good. All right, we'll see you back then. All right, so let me get my stencil out. Whew. Trout stencil. Just a bunch of dots. Bunch of dots. Bunch of dots. So now we're going to create black dots on these guys, and then we're going to put a black spine on it. And then when I clear coat it and stuff, we're going to, when I put hardware on it, I'm going to put Colorado blade on the back. It gives a really cool look. It worked so good yesterday for big fish on the swim bait. It really looked really good in the water. And with the rainbow on this one, these are going to look fantastic. It is going to look great. You'll catch rainbow, bass, even German browns. I mean, everything will jump on this. This is going to be one of my favorite baits, I think, to use in the lake. It's going to be a really good looking bait. This is going to be a good one. I always say that though. Every time I say a bait, this is going to be a good one. Look at these. I mean, that's a good one. Yeah. Of course you're going to catch on that. And then these poppers, I mean, come on. I'm going to put blood coming out of its gills, you know, it's just, it's a good one too. Can't wait till the water warms up and have bass up there biting. Actually, people have caught 2 largemouth and a smallie in the last 2 weeks there, so uh, yeah, we're gonna get these dry. So this, I don't scratch the paint when I use the stencil. But it's I mean, fish are biting. I mean, you go to Lake of the Woods right now, you're gonna catch a bunch of trout for sure. If you don't catch trout, you got to rethink it. We put 800 trophies in last week, 500 trophies in yesterday. So there's some 1,300 trophies in there, let alone 800 uh, legal. So there's thousands of just brand new trout put in that lake just in the last 7 days. Thousands. So they're here. They're there. They're there. Go to Lake of the Woods. I think it's a pretty day today, too. And it's supposed to get real warm tomorrow, so I might go to, I don't know. I need to paint. And then when I get my boat next week, and get out on the boat, I have to take my captain's license, because now that I have a motorized boat, I have to have a captain's permit. I know. Crazy. Oregon rules. Oregon rules. All right. All right, I want pearlized. I want. Should I try transparent black? Yeah, we're going to put transparent black on it. So it just sort of gives those spots, but without opacity. Opacity? All right, let's see what that looks like. That looks good. I like the okay. Dropped it. Like rainbow trouts. Looks like rainbow trouts. Still not done with them. Sorry about my. Tell you, ever since that experience, my breathing has been labored. It's really a bummer. I hate. Worst thing you can ever happen is having lung issues. No, I've never smoked. But because of my blood condition, I get embolisms. mechanisms are painful. All right. Very painful. That looks pretty cool. Those look pretty cool. Bam! That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna put that blade on the back of those. Hey Timmy, how are you? Those gonna look great. These are gonna be killer baits. We'll sell them as a jointed bait because I'm adding that spinner on the back. What we gotta do more glide baits. Gotta do more glide baits. Gotta do more glide baits too. There we go. All right, so man, these are going to be killer baits. These are going to be killer baits. And that. And we're going to add a spinner to the back. That's a great bait. It's a great bait. Well, like I said, I always say that though. Well, I'm working at the lake on Fridays and Saturdays. So I will be there this Friday and Saturday. I'm always there too on Mondays because my son works there and I take him to work. But Mondays, like yesterday, I rescue somebody and then I fish. It was really snowing yesterday, but after they put in 1,300 fish, I had to get out on the dock and start fishing, no matter how bad the weather was. And we were catching with this. Oh my gosh, I was catching big old trophy-sized trout yesterday. So, I mean, yeah, definitely. And then next week, you'll see me out on the water again in my new boat. So that will be fun. We have plenty of jerks. Topwater season is not yet, so we don't need to do topwater yet. Let's see what I got. Oh, this one is heavy. This is a big one. Oh, nice. Nice. So, you got to buy some of my baits while you're there. Ooh, you know what? I need to do more of these. And we're going to do these in a rainbow also. these are my paddle tail jointed baits. Fantastic bait. Oh, and this thing is going to catch up so many fish. Also, oh, phone's ringing. See if there's anybody important. Probably not. Patient account. I don't know what that is. Patient. I'm a patient. I'm a patient. All right. Tape off the lip on these. Yeah, I'll be there, and definitely come by and say hi. I'll tell you where to catch the fish, for sure, because I keep track of those fish. I keep track of them. So I keep a map up on the board in the marina of the migration of the fish, so people can just go right over to them and start catching them. So, and they do. They're there. I quiz just about every angler and make sure that we keep an eye on those. This is a fantastic bait. It is a jointed jerk with a soft paddle tail. So we're going to make this a transparent paints, but we're going to do it as a rainbow. So this is actually going to look like a piece of glass going through the water. Real pretty effect with transparent paint. Yeah, with all the rainbow trout hitting the lake, it's going to be fun. Yeah, I love the webcam. Lake of the Woods Resort.com for those people that want to check out where I work and the conditions. We did start putting up docks. So we sort of got the the nucleus of the docks out there. We still got to get all the other docks attached to it so we have, a marina instead of just a dock. So we're working on that. And we're doing a lot of fish in the lake right now. And this week, the water should be warming up. Should be getting that freeze spawn started. But we're going to get another storm this weekend. We're going to get another storm. And so it'll probably snow again this weekend. Great. Oregon weather. I won't be getting out on the lake I'm not going to go fishing until Friday morning before my shift. But I won't be on the water, not yet. Not until my boat comes in. I can't get in a kayak. I'm scared of them now. No offense to kayaks, because to be honest, kayaks are very stable, a lot of them, but I'm still working through the mental effects of what I've gone through. And then when I went out and rescued that guy yesterday, just came back to me like I could be dead. I should have died. I should have died. There's no way I should have survived that. It was a modern miracle. That was it. It was crazy. I'm using transparent paints. So I like transparent paints. They look cool. It makes a plastic plate look like glass. So, alright, so let's do a flash dry on that. Mix my green. And so anyway, it'll take a while, I think. And then the more I get to fishing, the more I can shake the fear of it. And I just gotta get out there. I just gotta get out there. That's pretty. I don't know, guys. It's hard to put into words. Fear is a very difficult thing to articulate. You know? I mean, fear creates an adrenaline rush in you. And it's a protection when you think about it. Fear protects you. It's not a pleasurable feeling. Put some water in my little squeeze bottle. Nope. Water in the squeeze bottle. I'm going to empty my other thing. Boy. Empty this. Be right back. I got a spot for this. Spot. There's a spot for that. All right. So let's clean this out. And put the magenta on there. I'm going to mix that. I want a transparent magenta. so good in the water. What kind of anchor do I use? I use one of those collapsible ones, just 3.5 pounder. You know, I had to buy another one because it's at the bottom of the lake like everything else that I own. But all right, now we gotta mix. We need to mix paint, so we need transparent this and my red. Where is it? Where's my transparent red? Here it is. All right, so those are my colors. So now magenta is mostly red, so you put more red than blue. So, hey, Amy. Hi, Amy. Well, you know what I do? On my boat, I have in fact, it's down in one of these drawers right down here. So, yes, we'll be using a Scotty pulley system on it because I do have a Scotty anchor pulley. I used it on my last fold craft, so I still have it. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's a pretty purple. All right, good. Yeah, I've that read it out. Yep. With my new boat, I'm spinning it the way I wanted to fit the last one. Oh, there it is. All right. All right, so we got that. Now we're going to put black. Lots of black in here. Darken that red, that magenta really dark. We need to do a flash dry. I'm going to use the stencil next. Yeah, so the Scotty Mountain. How am I doing? Well, it's a mixed bag, Amy. It's a mixed bag. My lungs hurt ever since I suffered the experience that my lungs are more painful. But what's worse is mentally. So I just I don't know. I don't know. I think I just got to get out there, but I can't get on a kayak. There is, I suffer PTSD from other things, and this is very PTSD-ish. I shouldn't have survived, but I did. I mean, I defied the odds out there, and when they brought me in, I recovered fast, but I shouldn't have survived. Oh, good. I went out there and we towed in a guy yesterday, and I shouldn't have survived. I've cheated death 5 times in 7 years. It's almost an annual thing with me. I've been resuscitated twice. I've been on life support once. Uh, and this is the first time, besides being on life support really shook me up because you do wake up and a machine is operating your body and you're conscious. And that in itself is traumatic because you're basically conscious in your own coffin. Um, this time, I had 40 minutes to avoid drowning while I was freezing. And you think about both. Which one would you rather die of? Freeze or breathe in water? So you you avoid the most unpleasant. My body core temperature was dropping, so freezing was definitely going to be on the menu. My PFD, with all the clothes and everything I was wearing, couldn't support my weight. So drowning was on the menu, if indeed a piece of my kayak had broken off, which it did, right when we got to shore, when we got to shallow water. So I would have drowned before I froze. I shouldn't be alive. Yeah, it does. It takes time. And I shouldn't be alive. I mean, how can a guy cheat death 5 times in 7 years? Hey, Edward. Thank you. It's good to see you guys. How does that happen, Amy? I mean, how does that happen? I don't know. How does somebody cheat death as often as I have? So, all right, let's put some spots on this thing. Some spots. Yeah, I do. I do keep the faith, and it's just, it's just. I mean, I'm just pushing my luck, so to speak. If you believe in luck, which I don't, but it's a good phrase. I sure do push the limits of whatever I got. But whatever I got, I gotta be winning on that. I mean, I'm getting weaker. And you know. That's very cool. Awesome. That. It's a very cool rainbow trout. Then that'll have a paddle tail on it. to really get it to move. It's really pretty. That's going to work really good too. Those two will sell real quick. We have to paint a lot more of those, huh? I went to go buy more of these stands yesterday, but they were all out. They're called Helping Hands. They were all out. Explain his thoughts on luck. Luck is putting yourself in excellent position so that excellent things can happen. Well, I'm the exact opposite. I put myself in bad positions, I guess, for excellent things to happen. So I don't know. So anyway, I just got to work through it. With all the other things that have happened to me, time does heal, but it doesn't make things go away. With me, it seems like I just keep reliving it. You know? Seems like things just keep happening to me. This is the first time where, well, it's really the second time, but I kind of put myself in a position to have something happen to me. But it was a strange series of things. I mean, one of my outriggers broke off catastrophically. So it was, very cool. So, I mean, that was unforeseen. As long as that outrigger was on it, I was safe. But it did not stay on it, and I went in the water. So, that's just what happened. Really was nobody's fault. Except the water was very cold, and maybe I shouldn't have been out in very cold water. I don't know. But I was safe until that happened. And sort of like driving on a windy road, I tell my friends, and then you get a blowout on your tires. On perfectly good tires. But you hit something, you run over something, and the tire goes out and you go off the road. Almost kills you. That's kind of like what happened to me. Except in a kayak. Yeah, no more kayaks, Rich. No more kayaks. Hey, Connery. No more kayaks. Well, you've been a lot without outriggers on the boat. Yeah, well, yeah, it's a strange thing. I mean, Connery, you're such a young man, and it's hard to explain. It really is very, very, very difficult to explain what has happened to me, and we need to do some glide baits. But mentally, it's scary. But I'll get out there. And as much as I'd like to go fishing with you, Connery, this week, I got some stuff I got to get done here. And, fishing season's going to start. I got to paint some baits. I mean, we just did a reorder over at Lake of the Woods, and We're going to have to, I need to get an inventory for the next reorder because I'm sure in a few weeks they're going to need another 50 baits. And we need to get these things done. The boat has not arrived yet. The boat arrives Monday. So Monday I get my boat. And this week I'm going to get my boater's captain's permit. And then I'm going to, when I get the boat, I have to register it. So, yeah. So we'll get all that done. And okay, this is going to be opaque, not transparent. Because this is going to be a shad. This is going to be a shad. So, are you going to order this weekend, Ed? Cool. Well, I should have baits. Oh, I got some beautiful baits. We've got, I've got a top water order that I'm going to fill this today. She's going to really like that. Like I said, I love top water. It's too early here for top water. The water's still so cold. So I'm going to paint these in a shad. What the heck is that? What is that? There's a piece of plastic in the mold. I'll be using my oxygen out on the water now. I'm going to go see my pulmonologist today. I got to drop off something and sign something. Which I haven't done, but I need to do it. And then I'll just sort of mention it to him. So frustrated. I just have to walk 20 feet and I'm out of breath. You need to make these really, really white because your base has everything to do with the color you lay on top of it. We want these to be really shiny silver. And that's what we want. Real white to begin with as a base. We will use transparent colors on this to give it some iridescence. Yellow or blue, which will also create a green. These are good 6-inch baits. 1 ounce. Great trolling bait. Great trolling bait. These have a soft paddle tail. Or not paddle tail, just a soft tail. Not a paddle. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so do a flash dry on them. Yeah, it's definitely a wake-up call, but I get enough wake-up calls, Amy. I'm really awake. Yep, any boat with a motor needs to be registered, so I know that. Pearlized. 2 drops. 2 drops. Your magic formula for silver. Where is it? Here it is. Right in front of me. All right, let's see if that mixture makes a nice silver. It doesn't. Too much blue, huh? Put a little white in there. So all silver has blue. Silver is a cool color, so. And a drop of black still. There we go. There we go. We're getting silver now. Take care, Timmy. Yes, we'll see you soon. We'll see you soon up at the lake. That'll be fun. I will be there. Right now, I'm fishing on the dock. Unless somebody invites me on their boat. You invite me on your boat, you get a guide. It's actually pretty good. Free guide, just give me a ride. Maybe that's what I should do. We'll guide for fish. I'll have my cardboard sign on the dock. Cardboard sign. We'll guide for fish. Get out there. Get out. The base coat for the silver. Oh, silver. Don't worry. We got lots of stuff to do on this. To make a nice, real silver, you really got to lay layers on top of it. So you get your darker base and start adding lighter stuff on top. Really, you get a really shimmer. You buy silver. It's really hard to get it. I'll just make my own. I make almost all my own colors. Buy the primaries. Mix your own. Another reason why my bases are pretty unique. It'd be mighty interesting to see if I can, if that glitter, that color shifting glitter will flow through an airbrush. try it on this? Should. See what happens. Let's put it off the airbrush. Don't worry. There's great. So. This, I really need to play with this a little bit. So this. Yeah, we're going to try it. We'll see what happens. Hey, bread company. Anna, I think your name is. And Judy May. Oh, Judy May. Judy May's here. Good morning. So, we're just, I got to paint a lot of lures today. Go to my doctor's office. Do all that fun stuff. So, do things I've been putting off. This will be interesting. So what I'll do is I'm going to take just very little of that glitter. Get a cup. We have to mix some paint in here. We'll use a transparent yellow. Wondering if I could do it this way. This requires very little glitter. That's probably too much. Yeah. All right, so we'll mix this. We'll see if it flows through the airbrush. So maybe a few drops. You lose some in this stupid cup. All right. See? Yellow's coming through. Those flecks are coming through. Alright, so we need to add some transparent blue to it. Add just a little bit more flex. Very little. Like I said, this is enough to do 2 cars. Okay. So you can imagine how little you use on a couple baits. Does flow through the airbrush nicely. It's great. Alright. Now, we're going to go Pearlized Black. Hey, Brandon. Darren, how are you? So, I know, I haven't been online much. Alright, so let's get a little bit more of this fleck. I'm just playing with this fleck a little bit. We have this color changing glitter. A little bit more to the back. This is going to go along the spine. I'm going to add it to the clear coat too. These should color shift pretty cool. It is clogging just a little bit. Put too much in it probably. There it goes. Yep. You have to clean that out. It's clogging too much now. You never know until you try. Never know until you try. Okay, we haven't run that bait. I don't know. This is pretty good. Here. That's it. Gotta backwash it. So purge it. A smaller needle. I don't know that big needle. It's a risky take with wax, glitter. Clean it up. Here's what happens. Clog up your brush. It's alright. But unclog it. Yes. Pretty me. That's what it did. So then I gotta unclog it all and get it to flow again. It's a new thing, you know, I'm just trying it out. Just gotta clean it out now. My needle. There it goes. Clogged it up pretty good. Alright. I have another airbrush too. I gotta clean this one. Usually you push it out the back and take it out the front. So did a good job on clogging it. Still getting more glitter out. Hey, Dad. And we're stalled at the moment. Stubborn. Take that tip off. Still got glitter in there. Come on, get it out. Working on it, guys. Working on it. I have to go to my brush. These triggers are a little tricky. There it goes. I'm going to have to grab my other airbrush. I have to fully take this one apart. Okay. And what else is these other ones? She's got a big cup. So I like using the smaller cup. There it goes. Been a while since I used this one. I'm going to adjust this one up. Can't even remember the last time I used this one. Airbrushes are very, very temperamental sometimes. There we go. There we go. Hey, Sherry. All right, there we go. All right, let's get some black in here. There we go. There we go. Like to darken up around the eyes. When I put the eyes in, makes them pop a little bit. All right, so there we go. Now, we need to put a false eye on this guy. Need the right brush. Oh, there it is. Get the right brush. I'm going to take what little black I've got left in that cup. I'm going to put a dot right on this shadow. Looks like that. Let's do it on the other one. Not all goes as smooth as you want it, but you know, it all works out in the end. Nice circle. Nice circle I paint on it. And that is pretty. All right. So we're going to do with that sparkly stuff. We're not going to put that through the airbrush again. What we're going to do with it, we're going to paint it on with my clear coat, because I hand paint my clear coat on. And that's what we're going to do with it. So really want to see it work. Again, it's an automotive color shift, so these are pretty small airbrushes. With an air gun, it probably works just fine. I do have one up there. Never used it. So, see you, Beverly. Hi, Beverly. Bye, Beverly. Alright. So, I think that's a good amount of baits. What do we got? 5, 10, 14, 16 baits right now. So, we're going to put eyes on them. I'm going to need my glue, which is over here. Blue, 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 blue. We're going to put eyes on them. And then we're going to let that dry. And today, we're going to put the clear coat on them. And we're going to use this color shifting glitter. We're going to put that on them. And I won't have a problem with it when I paint it on with the brush. So, but that, with the glitter and with the clear coat, these things are going to really pop. So let's get some eyes. We'll get some eyes. We'll get my little super duper bath towel / black bath towel. All right. Do that. I'm gonna paint the sign. Paint the sign. Lay down my towel. eyes. And let's see. Let's do these rainbow trouts first. They're all fried up. All right. Get tweezers. All right. I think this eye would look really good on these. And I'm right. So let's dab a dab of glue. Boop, 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 boop. And then we need another toothpick. Position the eye. That's beautiful. That's a good eye. That's a good eye. That's a perfect eye for this fish. Perfect eye for this fish. I mean, come on. That's a great eye for that fish. All right. Let's do the other side. Now, these have to dry before I put clear coat on, because what little super glue is poured out the side of the eye doesn't mix well with the epoxy. So you gotta let the eyes dry before you put the epoxy on, or else it looks stupid. And we don't want to look stupid. I mean, the fish don't care, but the person purchasing it does. So we do it to catch the fisherman, not the fish. Fish don't care. That's beautiful, though. All right. So we got those. Let's get the poppers done. Poppers. Poppers. I'm going to pick out some blue. I think I'll go with red eyes with these, just to go with that. You know what? We got a reptilian eye too, which is kind of cool. So we're going to go with this reptilian eye. Yellow and red. Is that too big? That's too big. So I'll have to go the next size down. I always go with the biggest eye possible, because eyes are cool. It brings the bait to life. Yep. All right. That'll work. All right. Super glue. We'll do you. You don't go through a lot of super glue. Let me put together your baits. Okay. Now these eyes have sort of a position, an orientation to them. Once you put them on, you got to orientate them. Because they're reptilian, they're not circle, they're oval. So you put them on where the oval is horizontal. They're not up and down. And then they're like snake eyes. These are frogs. These are frogs. Really cool looking froggies. More. cool. And that looks really, 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 really cool. Okay, let's do the other side. Other side. And I put so much red in the mouth, I just blew it through the gills, and it looks really cool. It looks like a bloody mess. I think it looks cool. That's just me. So after I put all these eyes on, I'll run my errands for the day. Then come back and I can do back on this little thing. There you go. Stop it. Stop it. Oh. So, and then we're going to take this color shifting stuff. And we'll paint it on. And again, we're going to have to keep an eye on how much I use per milliliter. Document it until I get exactly the right mix that I like. And then that will be the evil scientist formula for awesomeness. Because that's what we want. We want the evil scientist formula for awesomeness. Coming down? Nobody ever comes down here. Yep, somebody's coming down. Meet somebody.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm racing to leave for my speech.
all right, you do good.
Okay,
You giving a speech or listening?
I'm giving a speech.
Sweet. Well, I'm just trying to paint.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's us.
I don't
I'm
see
gonna
me,
go
which
to-
is great.
No, I'm going to go to, I got to go to the pulmonologist today and
Oh,
sign that form and give him my chip.
okay.
So,
Sounds good. Well, I should be back. I was also going to do the grocery shopping, but
okay.
I'll be back in a few hours, I guess.
Okay. I'll be here.
All right.
Okay. So, poppers are done. We gotta do these next. So we'll peel this off. Expose the bill, the lip. Bill, whatever. So this is going to be awesome. Again, these are going to have the spinner on the back. I really liked it, and it worked. And these are going to be really good. These are going to be awesome. They're all going to be awesome. Even my mistakes catch fish. It's a matter of catching the fishermen. That's all. It's a matter of catching the fishermen. They're the ones that, I was catching fish on what I call my stroke bait because I suffered a stroke during this painting session. It was like half the baits were half done. So, but I actually gave it to a couple fishermen. Stroke bait. It works. I was catching fish with them. They're going out on their boat. Here, take this one. Been doing good for me. stroke bait. So all right, so there we go. We got 5 of those. Good. All right, so these are my rainbow trout ones. So um, find the right eye for them. Lots of eyes. Lots of eyes, right? I have something in my head, so I'm gonna. One, two, three, four, five. Exactly 5. So good. Those are the eyes I want. Really wanted the bigger ones. I think the bigger ones will work. So, look through my eyes. Come on. Gotta have them here someplace. Get that by. I could go with red eyes. Wanted the yellow, but wouldn't do red eyes on these. Red works. Let me see what it looks like. Yeah, that works. It'll look good. All right, let's do red eyes. Red eyes. I have to catch a bass. I have not caught a bass this year yet. Everything but. It's because it's cold water fishing season. Lots of trout. Rainbow, brown. Even caught kokanee salmon. Crappie. Tons of perch. I always catch a lot of perch. Tomorrow will be a good fishing day at the lake, though. Really good fishing day. But that looks good. Yeah, red eyes. Yeah. And then with all the new stocking and stuff, boy, the resort will be busy tomorrow. Busy day tomorrow. I don't work. That was my wife. You guys probably guessed. I'll just kiss anybody going shopping. But she's back in school and she had a speech class today. She's an excellent public speaker. So don't worry about that. I've done my share of public speaking. since I was a teenager. All right, these are done. Pretty little baits. Pretty little baits. You'll catch lots of fish. Mm. Can't wait to put my boat together. When it comes in, you guys are going to love my boat. I got the navigation lights, so I can do some night fishing. So they came in. All right, let's get these jointed paddle tail baits. Let's take the tape off of them. Yeah, we got you. Bev had to leave. She just popped in for a sec. Don't forget to hit like. Like I said, I've been kind of quiet lately because of my experience. I haven't been much in a mood to. I haven't been in a very good mood. I'm not an unhappy person, as you guys know. I like being happy. Who doesn't? But I enjoy it. I mean, more than the average person probably, because I like to have fun with people. And I haven't been in a mood lately to have fun with people. And I've just kind of sectioned myself off a little bit, I think. Let's look at these. I like the red eyes. Sorry, guys. Excuse my cough. Silver eyes. I like that. We'll go silver eyes with these. A little transparent paint, so the silver sort of goes with it. That looks pretty good. I like the silver eyes with that. That looks pretty cool. All right. Super glue. Super glue. Eyeballs. Eyeballs bring it alive. I think picking a good eye is important. All right. So now let's go to these guys. You guys. I'm going to do something really cool. Maybe blue. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going blue. because we're going to put a color shift on you guys, and I think that blue is just going to really work well with that color shift. That looks really, I mean, it's actually a very cool pattern because it's got, really neat star pupil in it and stuff, and it's got purple. It's not just blue, it's purple too. So the eyes kind of color shift. So after I put the color shift on it, the eyes will really complement what's going to happen with the bait itself. You gotta think about all this stuff. What are you gonna do next? This, that, it's like, so I just think about it, and it's all a creative process, and it's just, I want to, in the end, I want it all to catch fish. And to be honest, it doesn't have to be a very pretty bait to catch fish. You only have to make a pretty bait to catch a fisherman. That, well, you guys can see that up close. There it goes. There it goes. That is a very cool eyeball. That's a very cool eyeball. There. You had to see it up close. That's cool. See? Not stupid. All right. Let's put some of these things back in bags. Some eyeballs. Lots of eyeballs. You go through a lot of eyeballs. Yeah, go through a lot of them. So, later today, we're going to have to do another one. And what we're going to do is, oh, wait a minute, did I do? Yeah, I did those. Good. Whew, I thought I missed something. Everything's got to have eyeballs on it right now. But that's just cool looking. And then we're going to those glide baits have magnets, so they kind of stick to each other. We're going to later today we'll mix up 2 batches of epoxy. Hey, Catherine. And then one batch will be with the glitter, the color shifting, and then another one. We'll do that one first. We'll see how it looks, and if it looks good, then we'll do another batch, and then we'll because I need, with all these baits, this is 2 batches of epoxy because it'll dry too quick. So, but really, I mean, see, really cool looking, today's batch. So, very, 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 very cool. Obviously, a lot of rainbow trouts because everybody has rainbow trouts. And rainbow trouts eat rainbow trouts. Bass eat rainbow trouts. Lots of fish eat rainbow trouts. So we did a lot of rainbows and a shad and some frogs. So bam, that's what we did. I'm going to go run my errands now. And talk to my pulmonologist. Try to get this lung thing, some steroid up or something. I don't know. So I will see you guys out on the water or back in the studio here. So thank you very much, Catherine, Beverly, Brandon, Daz, Rich, Leo, everybody for stopping in. Hit thumbs up, and I will see you guys a little later, and I will be getting better. I promise you, I will get better. So take care, everybody.